can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Cougars have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming in the opening of the season. He'll return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the UCLA Bruins offense has the ball first today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to scat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo, or they're not, it's always so important to have bounds. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and
breaks away on the left. Defense is there to make the stop, and he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, that's a really nice job executed by this offense. 3rd down, defense expecting pass. They had a plan. Quarterback drops back, gets rid of the football. Nice job after the catch, and a great job setting up a 1st and goal for this offense.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. That's looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bruins. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
I love the aggressiveness early by this offense. 4th and goal, no problem. Putting the drive together, staying aggressive, and they get rewarded.
I like just paying the drive off, too, because it's the opening drive of the game. They marched it down the field. You want to come away with a touchdown, right? Maybe the decision-making there for the coaches, listen, even if we don't get it, our defense is out in good field position. There's a lot of football left to go. We can make up for it later. I love the aggressive play call.
The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
Well, that's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy and because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low. And so those experiences, those scars, they matter. They trust in him, and everybody on this offense is looking to him.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Let's talk just for a second about BYU. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. A strike downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players.
Intercepted deep in his own end. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense right now.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bruins in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Right on the money. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Watson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bruins look to keep this drive humming. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Got it set up on the outside. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, UCLA! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense, you got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football, you want to be in the mix, you find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
The Cougars come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Trying play action. Looking to get it in. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
But you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Bringing it out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. This senior has seen it all behind center over his career, but not much going so far. They just haven't found any rhythm whatsoever in the passing game. It has cost him on the scoreboard. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quick completion to the right.
A great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Hillstead. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got
catch inside the 30 and still running. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Wants to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
That is exactly what this defense needed. They have not had a great first half, given up a bunch of touchdowns, but this might get them started. This might get the energy going and maybe rattle the quarterback a little bit with that sack.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. The give on the option. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Really nice play call there on second and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a third and manageable situation.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Touchdown, UCLA! And they kick it in for 6 more points.
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan Hare, one of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Burrell. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Gives it on the option. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Dropping back, it's Hillstead. Makes the grab. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. BYU lines up quickly. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. He'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Watson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On the option. Finding an escape route. There he goes. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
If I'm this defense, man, number 1, 2, and 3 is stopping this quarterback, and he's done it by air and now by land. Like running the option, having success. We got to get dialed in. He is the playmaker on this offense. I got to go stop him.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. The snap sets up to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Cox. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Hillstead. Got a man, it's Paul. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that they're looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those...
Oh, he's got some space. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. BYU right back to the line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage. They spike it and stop the clock.
No gain on the play. It's third down. Got it.
Let's see what they do here on third and short from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Washington. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Still running at the 40. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
And the Cougars can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an...
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, BYU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part, because they got to put this thing in turbo.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Complete to the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in the perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Joyner. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40. The Bruins are flying down the field. Off the play fake on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
35, BYU, 7.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
It'll be third and long. Back to pass, it's Hillstead. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They're going to run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Bruins trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's Watson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Looking to scramble. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Rides the back on the option, the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for them.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. The sure hands, it's Cox. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And
the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense has it. They're on the move. Racing down the left side. Inside the 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Auburn is behind significantly on that scoreboard. This has been a gong show since old War Eagle took flight today. They're trailing by 36 to Cal. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're dealing with a second and long.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
Leaves it with the back. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. And another big play by this offense, and if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Firing to the right, complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Back to throw, it's Meyer. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown target. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Rides to back and leaves it. And BYU will get the first down.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Looking to throw on first down. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
This offense has their work cut out for him, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. So they picked up that last first down on the ground, now with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they boom.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. Gives it on the option. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
4th down coming up.
And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. Motion from the back. On 4th down, trying to find his man. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Looking for a man. It's Babers. Trying to set up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad.
Fires toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven it. If you try me, bad things are going to happen.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to do great right here to end the game.
They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's fourth down. Will they bring out the punt team? Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away, and they don't convert on fourth down.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Babers. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, this is simple pitch and catch. Quarterback and wide receiver have done this 4 million times in the offseason. He catches, waits for him to take a couple steps, boom, fires it right on his chest. They can complete this probably with their eyes closed. They've ran this route so many times together.
They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? They're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the line.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a heat. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the line.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Dropping back, it's Babers. Under fire. Takes the easy completion. They make the stop, and the clock